Everyone, Linda Reed-Enever. Welcome back to another episode of Ask Linda. Now, one of the questions when I start working with clients or I start working with students in the marketing circle that I get asked is, what is this education marketing thing that you talk about, Linda? Now, I am a course creator and I do love to teach. I'm a naturally trained teacher. So education marketing most probably comes a little bit naturally to me along the way. But education when it comes to marketing is all about delivering you a more informed, a more empowered, and a more ready to work with you client, whether that's buying your product, buying your service, or taking that next course that you have to deliver. So when it comes to education marketing, it really goes hand in hand with content marketing because it's all about creating good content. And if you empower your people through content, you get very, very good engagement. So education marketing comes down to a knowledge share. So it might be the introductory level leading into that course you're offering. It might be a how-to video on how to use your product or service. It might be a tips video just like this one where we're explaining a terminology around your business so that people can come and engage with you and get to know what you're talking about without going, oh my God, what are they talking about? Education marketing is about explaining the things. Education marketing is blogging, it is video creation, it's podcasting, it's appearing on podcasts, it's sharing your story with the media, it's allowing people to get to know you, to get to sort of almost touch you through a video screen or listen to you through the podcast or read and intake some information through a blog that allows them to feel empowered, allows them to feel like you're going to support them, and allows them to feel like you know where they're coming from. And from your point of view, it allows you to get rid of the basics and it allows you to get rid of all of those things that maybe you haven't looked at before. Education marketing is also really handy in a lead magnet format. So you can do it as, maybe a free course or a free challenge or a opt-in series along the way or an ebook, which helps people guide through and get some really good tips along the way. But the thing is about education marketing, it's a trade of knowledge. And quite often, if we're trading that knowledge for a like or for a subscription or for a follow or for an email opt-in to be able to exchange for an email address, we're then able to further develop that know, like, and trust factor by continuing the conversation with our people. And by continuing that conversation, they come along for the journey. They start to develop trust for who you are. They start to see you as the expert, and then they come and seek you out. And that is why education marketing is so important. So let's have a look at some ways that you can do that. You can educate your market via how-to videos, as I've mentioned. So you can, write down for the next 5 minutes, pause after I finish this video, write down some how-tos that you can show people on how to do things. And if you've got unique ways on how to use your product or service or hacks that make life easier for people, then look at those because we're always looking for making our lives easier, and they're handy tips along the way. Start at the very start. Introduce your people to what it is your product or your service does or your course does along that way, and really share people what the basics are and why is it important. Introduce the why. Why do we need to know this? Why do we need to do something like this? And then teach a little bit that gives people enough interest to come and seek out that next level or that next service offering that you have. You can write blog posts so you can inform, you can share tips, you can write ebooks that answer the questions, you can share guides that really help people use that product or use that service or market their business or grow their business, whatever it is, or change their life by having some handy guides that you exchange for an email address, and then you nurture through an email sequence, which is a continuing of that education process. There are many, many ways that you can educate your market, from video marketing like I'm doing here, right through to full-on courses where you are educating your clients up that marketing tree that you have got established for yourself, right until they're ready to work with you as a one coach or have it done for them, because they understand the why, they understand the how, but they maybe don't have the time, or they know that they need to better understand the how by working one-on-one with you. So that is what education marketing is to me in a brief nutshell. It is definitely ways that people can get to learn from you. It's an exchange of your knowledge for marketing time, and it's a good way to create a relationship with future buyers and have a really good connection because they've already experienced what it's like to work with you through your good, solid pieces of content that you've created that educate them along the way. Thanks for joining me. Don't forget to subscribe, give me a thumbs up. And if you've got an education marketing technique that's working for you, why not share it in the comments so that we can all learn, network, and educate our markets together.